I was in a restaurant the other day and it said their soup of the day was wine, which I
Oh,
like that.
yeah, that's pretty cool.
But
That's
I
pretty
saw a
cool.
quote. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, love and you shall be loved. Love and you shall be loved. You have to love first. You know, the Bible says love one another, and that's a great idea. You go first. Wait a minute. Somebody's got to go first here. Um, Sheryl Sandberg is the CEO of Facebook. I mean, that you got to have some spin on the ball to be the Facebook CEO. Now, Mark Zuckerberg is the chairman of the board, but the chief operating officer, I'm sure she's the chief operating officer. And Sheryl Sandberg said, you have to go first. You have to go first. You can't wait for other people. And you have been exhorting and getting people this every day. You've been telling them, look, go on social media, send out the 5 likes, touch people, comment on their post, do the 5 DMs. That's showing people that you care about them. If you spend time doing that, they know that you care, because they know you can't reach out to everybody. If you reach out to them, especially a direct message, that is a pretty powerful statement. You thought of me enough to direct message me today. And everything we've been talking about, if you get skilled, but nobody knows you're skilled, what good does it do? And one of the ways you get skilled is you get in front of more people. And that's what you do with your social media. You get people out there in front of more people, and you have to get better. If you get in front of enough people, you are going to improve your skills.
It's amazing. And it gets easier, and it makes you feel so good. I mean, I just feel better and better every day that we do this.
I can tell you're excited today. You're pretty amped up. What happened? What got you so amped up this morning?
I listened to Brian Buffini's podcast when I did my run today, and I actually did a run. I ran for 1 mile. Normally, I go back and forth, and I just thought, you know, are people crazy or are they lazy? Right? I mean, we're trying to teach you guys how to fish. For God's sake, start fishing. I mean, we have all this passion to help you, and you should embrace this. I mean, I don't know, Jimmy, what to say to people, but if not now, when? You know, you prepare in peacetime so you don't bleed in war. And this is such a perfect time for people to get prepared. And I just want people to know you have 5 or 3 things that you have control of: your attitude, you have a control of your energy, and you have control of your activities. And right now, there's no interruptions, at least compared to what we used to have. There's got to be some bit of more time for people to engage right now. There has to be. I mean, I don't know why this time of lockdown, as I call it, would not give people more time to get trained, to get ready, to go out there and battle when this thing lifts. It's like we only have maybe 2 more weeks.
Well, and I like that, the 3 things: attitude, energy, and activities. Those 3 are all skills. Your attitude is a skill. And the more you exercise your skill and your attitude, and the same with your energy. Brian Buffini did a 6 CD project with Tony Schwartz about the energy that we have, and our spiritual energy, our mental energy, our physical energy, and it's really, really powerful if you can get a copy of it. But now I know why you're so excited. You listened to the little Irish guy this morning on your run. That's
Yes.
what got you all amped up.
Yes. Well, and because he's just, he has such a great way of getting the message to people's minds. And he's saying, you know, this is a time when take something away, take carbs out of your life, put something in your life, put water in your life, drink 80 ounces of water a day, run a mile a day, or walk a mile a day, or bike 5 miles a day. You know, and he's saying, like, okay, do this, do this, do this. And I love that. And that's what we're providing for people with our classes, Pathway to Mastery. We are providing them with do this, do this, do this. And I love that. I mean, I don't care who you are, even if you're Brian Buffini, you know, he listens to his mentors tell him what to do too. And that's accountability.
Well, and that's clear direction. We're getting clear direction. And it's not, we didn't come up with this stuff. We're listening to other mentors and other trainers and teachers. You know, I was thinking last night, everybody talks about the learning curve, the learning curve. Well, there's a learning curve. There's not a learning curve. There's a learning wave. And we go up and we go down, and we go up and we go down. And so right now, I'm not sure which part of the wave that we're on, but I know that to learn is a verb. To learn is a verb. Learning is a verb. And learned is past tense. So what are we doing now? Even though you and I have been doing this a really long time, you and I are still listening to Buffini. And I don't know if you can post that link to his podcast on somewhere up here, or Cane Can or whatever, because you recommended to me that I listen to the podcast today before our Buffini Pathways class on Friday, which I will do. I will go to listen to his podcast. I don't get a reminder of his podcast every day, but I need to turn that on so I can get that little ding every time he puts up a podcast. I haven't done that yet, but I will.
Let's see. I think people need to go. There's a short video, and it's a fantastic thing. And I sent everybody an email today, and I just think people need to start doing this because, well, you have to start getting educated. And I lost my. Hang on, I'm the producer here, and I've put the wrong thing up there.
You know, one of the
There it is. There it is. There it is. How to sign up. You fill out the form, you click submit. The page pops up with the meeting and you hit the button, and now you fill out the Buffini order form with your credit card. And I mean, why not do this? And do you want to change and improve? If the answer is yes, then you got to do it. Do it now. It's not going to be cheaper. It's not going to be where you're more focused, and then you're going to be prepared to go out there when this thing lifts, and you're going to be able to do business. 12 months of business in 9 months. I always say that.
Mark DiPentino is here. I haven't heard of Mark for a while. Mark, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're checking in with us. Call me later if you have my number. I just want to catch up with you, man. Just want to catch up with you. I haven't seen you for a long time. And I was actually thinking of you this morning. It's weird that you're checking in today, because I was working out this morning and I pulled out some old business cards, and Mark, yours was one of them. People that I haven't talked to for a while. You know, you talk about your attitude and your energy and your activities. Those are all part of your belief system. They're all part of your belief system. You do what you believe in. And I don't know what your belief systems are, but they're just all BS. And you're responsible for that. You can't blame your parents. I mean, they might have helped you get some belief systems at the beginning, but they're not the ones keeping those up there. If you need new belief systems, this would be a great time to start working on those. And when we talked about the energy thing, part of that energy comes back to your mental beliefs. Do you believe that every no is getting you closer to a yes? When somebody tells you no, they get a feeling of autonomy. It's really powerful to phrase some of your conversation in a way that they can actually tell you no. And that's counterintuitive for us in sales, because we've always talked about get the yes, get the yes, get the yes. I listened to 3 TED Talks yesterday because I decided Tuesday was going to be my TED day. You get to pick on TED what topics you want to listen to. So I put in the topic search listening, and I got 3 really interesting videos. The third one was very long, and it was about 15 minutes in. The lady was a percussionist, and she played the snare drum, and she played these little xylophone things. She was incredible. 15 minutes in, she tells the audience that she's deaf. How does a deaf person learn to play percussion? And she was incredible. I've never seen anything like this. So here's my point. You got no excuse. You got no excuse. This is the time. You're right, Ruthie. This is the time.
This is the time. And I want to just shout out a little bit about the MLS stats, because this is so, I think people really need to, I'm going to see if I can do this. Okay. Here you go, everybody. The most important stat on this page says, in 2019, we closed 10,624 transactions at an average price of $319,000. Okay, we did that in 2019 year to date through April 22nd. This year, we're ahead, 11,208 closings at an average price of $334,000. Yesterday, I was in a Zoom, and agents were saying, well, I don't know what to say to people. For heaven's sakes, tell them the market is strong. Tell them the prices aren't decreasing. Tell them that we're still selling houses. We're still listing houses. We've got technical platforms where we can get together and view the home and all these things that you can do and be excited about it. There is so much right now that you can stand out among everybody. And like when I was with Remax, the whole thing was above the crowd. Well, you can be above the crowd, not be with Remax. So you can be above the crowd and do these things. There is so much information out there that people don't know, and you know it. I think sometimes, Jimmy, we take it for granted what we know. And there's so much to share. And when I got out of that Zoom yesterday, I mean, I'm telling you, for 24 hours, I've just been crazy because, well, crazier, because I just think these people don't understand the basics of what their job is. The buyers buy the homes, the sellers list their homes. You are the facilitator. What?
Well, here's a great strategy you've brought up before on social media. If you put something out there and called it, here's a puzzle for you. Are we above or below last year? And then show this chart and say, if you answered we're below, you're buying into all the false public, information. Yeah. These are the actual facts. So you're educating your database into the actual facts. This is the actual facts. And yes, there might be some slowdown. That means you have to talk to more people to do the same amount of business. That's all. You just talk to more people. Are you upping the level of conversation? You talk about above the crowd or above the whatever. How do you say that? Above the rest at Remax?
Above the crowd. Above the crowd.
You're the way you get above the crowd is to talk to more people. Our guest yesterday, I was impressed with one of the things that he said. He said, when you're posting stuff, stay away from politics and stay away from religion. This is information. This is people need to know this stuff. People need to know it because facts are the antidote for fear. Facts and faith are the antidote for fear. We've talked about that many times, and I still believe that.
Well, and I want everybody to sign up for Pathways to Mastery. It'll never be cheaper, and you'll never have this amount of time to focus and learn. And I said in the beginning, and Cammie's there. She came in late. Cammie, I mean, for heaven's sakes, we're teaching you how to fish, so people have to start fishing. And yesterday, when I was on this Zoom and I was listening to these other agents, they said, well, how do you build a database? If you take Pathways to Mastery, that's one of the first things we teach you is the 7 steps to building your database. And when I do my social media classes, Jimmy, I hear so many people say, where do I begin? I'm new to town, and I've never had one. And it's like, oh my God, you're in real estate. You have to have a database. And we're going to show you how you do it from scratch, the 7 steps to doing it. It's not rocket science. It's just that you have never been taught the right way to do it. So perhaps you have fear. We're going to give you facts that will overcome your fear. And you are just never going to have this opportunity again. I mean, hopefully we don't have another pandemic, right?
Well, and I won't be doing Pathways again this year. This is it. This April, it's on my calendar once a year. I'm doing Pathways to Mastery for agents that I know and that I like and that I want to be involved in this. But it's once a year. If you miss this, I'm not going to give you another chance this year. You can do it online, but this way you get to talk to Ruthie and me, and you get to talk to agents that are in your market in Las Vegas. And when it's all over, Ruthie and I are going to continue on with this with a Buffini support group. The ones that have paid for this, that are in this, or the ones that have already graduated the Pathways to Mastery, we're going to reach out to them and we're going to say, look, how do we stay accountable? How do we stay on top of all these Buffini principles? Training doesn't work when it's an event. It's got to be a process, and we're going to help you with that. And there's no charge other than you buy into the Pathways to Mastery, and after that, the support group is free. Now, some of the social media stuff that you want to subscribe to, I'm a subscriber to Agent Formula. I believe in it, and I told you, Ruthie, the reason I'm a subscriber is because of your friend Tom Leshevsky. Tom said I got business from it, but for me, it's a way to keep in touch with people because I know keeping in touch, that's my job, is to keep in touch. They're not going to call me. I got to keep in touch with them, and I won't do it without help, which is what you do.
Well, I've made it so easy for everybody, and all the people that have taken our social media class can vouch for that. I mean, we walk everybody through it step by step and how to use the tools that you have. And I think, again, the fear over the facts, people are afraid or they're worried. It's because they don't know the facts. And once you know the facts and you have the tools, then you do things, and now you're fishing. And that's what we want everybody to do. And
well, you force people to, one of the first steps is to make a video. You force them, look, you're going to make 3 videos, whether you like it or not, you got to do this. And sometimes we do stuff because somebody made us. You made us.
I was mean too, wasn't I?
You were tough. You're tough. Marshmallow tough. That's how tough you are, marshmallow.
Well, you guys did a good job. And everybody, Jimmy and Lonnie did a video Friday, I think it was, after our Pathways to Mastery intro. And it didn't take long.
No, 20 minutes, we were done.
Yeah, and we weren't in the green room. We were behind the green screen in the main room. So it wasn't really as easy as it normally is. But you guys were troopers and you did it. And I can't wait for Lonnie to start using it, and we'll see the results.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't happen overnight. That's the other thing I think that real estate agents and many salespeople, they want that deal. They want the low hanging fruit. But if you want a long sustaining business, it's a marathon. It is not a sprint. And the toughest people are the people that win, because you've got to hang in there. And it doesn't happen like that. And it doesn't happen if you think, oh my God, I just did this great video and I just sent it out to all these people and nobody responded. Well, it's because they were busy that day. So do it again tomorrow. It's repetition and repetition and knowledge and skill. And you got control of that attitude, you got control of your energy, and you have control of your heart and soul. And then that's it.
Well, you and I talked about this the other day. Even the snail made it to the ark. You got to keep going and keep going. It may seem like slow going, but the snail got there. So, and are you talking to people that are interested in what you have to say? And that's what the social media does. Only the ones that are actually interested in what you have to say are going to reach out to you. So I've got people reaching out to me, and I'm reaching out to people. And the people I'm reaching out to are the people that are already in my database. Those people deserve to hear from me. In fact, in the order of essentials, Brian Buffini says, follow-up is first. Follow-up is the number one essential. He says that in the first week. Follow-up is the number one essential. If people have reached out to you already and you're not reaching out back out to them, you're messing up. That's the first one. But your campaign, see, for me, Thursday is social media day. And this is what I committed to Ruthie and to Lonnie. Thursday, social media day. That's when I go on all the Sage and Formula, and I can post something ahead of time. I could post my whole week's posts on Thursday if I wanted to, correct?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I just do it one day a week. It doesn't take every single day, but it takes consistency. And that's, Ruthie has been preaching consistency from the first time I was on one of her videos. She said, consistency is the biggest driver of trust. You've got to be consistent.
And when you start reaching out to people every Thursday, they're going to expect to hear from you. And when they don't, they're going to be disappointed. And that's what you don't want.
And I listened to a really, really big producer guy who does 300 deals a year. And you know what he said? He said, once a week, he posts the deal of the week. 52 weeks, he posts the deal of the week. And he said he gets 10, 15 deals a year just from that one single post. This is the deal of the week. He goes on every week. I don't remember what day it was, but this guy does 300 deals a year. 15 of his deals come from his deal of the week post. Here's a property I found. This is a deal of the week.
And you know what I found, Jimmy? That people are just scared. People are scared. They're scared to fail. They're scared to get the no. When I came to Vegas, I was a techie. I was a nerd. I didn't know how to talk to people, believe it or not. I could talk to and give presentations, but I couldn't do what I'm doing now. I couldn't do it. I was afraid I was going to say the wrong thing, or I didn't know what to say on a personal level, because I was just all heady, up in my head, and nerdy. But when I came to Vegas and decided to get into real estate, I took the Dale Carnegie course. And the fella that was the instructor was really tough. And he said, there was a lot of new people there back in 1987, a lot of people that had just come to Vegas, and they were not all in real estate. They were in sales of some type. But anyway, what he said is, if you can stay in this desert for the next 2 years, and there's only 350,000 people here, and there wasn't all the grocery stores I was used to in Atlanta, Georgia, and the landscape was different, and the heat was hot, and all those things that I had to overcome back then. But the biggest thing was, he said, every day get up in the mirror and say no 80 times. Learn to people telling you no. And that yes is just around the corner. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And not everybody's going to love you. You're not going to be, share overnight, right? I mean, you just got to start.
Well, and we know the most important conversation is the one you have with yourself. So when you talk to yourself in the mirror, there's a reason for that. And it's funny that you would say the nerd thing, because I told you I listened to 3 TED Talks yesterday on listening, and one of the TED Talks was called Talk Nerdy to Me.
I need
And
to
she
watch.
explained what she meant by talk nerdy to me. It's a very interesting talk. It's only like 8 minutes, very short. But if you want to go to TED.com later and look up talk nerdy to me, it's a short, but it's about conversations, the conversations you have with yourself and how to converse better with other people, be more effective, be more, it's just skilled. Conversations are skilled. And all three of these were about listening better, all three of them.
Well, yes. Yes. Listening, 2 ears and 1 mouth. That's why God gave us 2 ears, right? Listen more, talk less. But
Yep.
when you talk, say something and give value. Don't just say, buy this house. Tell them the stats. Tell them to feel comfortable so that they feel comfortable buying a house.
I have something a little sketchy. It was on the TED Talk, so I'll tell you what it was. The girl that said talk nerdy to me said her sister said this, a good conversation is like a miniskirt, brief enough to be interesting, but long enough to cover all the important pieces.
That I love that.
It's a little sketchy, but whatever.
I love that. No, but I could visualize that. No, but seriously, that's really good because, one of my mentors is Gary Vaynerchuk, and Gary V has a way of talking to people. 1 minute of what he says might take me 3 minutes. And his 1 minute punches much more than my 3 minutes. Do you know what I'm saying?
I think his biggest asset is his passion. I mean, he's passionate about what he talks about. When he gets on there, he is passionate, and really, that's where the power is. I think he thinks about what he's going to talk about before he gets there, and I think with all that kind of preparation, if you have the passion behind it, that's part of what makes him communicate fast and effectively. Preparation.
Right. Preparation, yes. Yeah, I know the more I prepare, the more excited I get. And today when I listened to Buffini and I was like, oh gosh, I'm prepared. I'm going to tell these people, what they have to start doing.
Well, anybody that signs up now can get the orientation video sent to them right away, so they have that, and the first lesson sent to them right away, so they can watch it before Friday. And I've said this on our broadcast that Buffini has never done it this way.
No.
Now, they do expire. You don't get them forever. You get them for 5 days. That's how long you get them for. So if we send it to you, we're going to send it out on Tuesday afternoons for the Friday session. But these two we can send you right away, and you can watch them. And once you get them, you have them for 5 days, and they expire. So sign up, get the first two videos, watch them before Friday, because when we get together Friday at noon, we're going to be off to the races.
Yes, we're going to be off to the races, and we're going to start teaching people how to fish, and then they better fish because I'll be after them.
Well, every week, that's where we start out with accountability. What did you say you were going to do? What did you actually get done? I had a friend of mine tell me the other day, he said, you know what? At the end of the day, just look at your phone log. How many calls did you make? Because it tells you every day, here's how many calls you made, here's how many calls you got. And that's going to tell you, are you really working? We say, go to work, go to work, go to work. Are you really working? How many calls are in your phone log? That tells you, did you work today?
Well, yes, I probably have another 20 minutes of stuff to say, but it's 9:26. So.
Well, you can do it tomorrow. I'll watch Buffini today. Okay?
You watch Buffini, listen to the podcast. It's really great. And he's starting just tell you briefly, he's starting a 5-circle fit program. And it's really cool what he's doing. And it's free. And so, yeah. And he's going to roll things out slowly and then ramp things up. And he uses the NASCAR races as his analogy on, so today we're just going around the track real slow. We're pacing ourselves, and then we're going to get ready. And so it's going to be fun the way he's laid it out. So it's exciting, and I'm excited to take it.
Penny's going to be into, the only person I've ever recruited from Key Realty School is Penny Crown. She's here this morning. So Penny, we got some homework to do. We're going to have to listen to Buffini's podcast, and we're going to be in. Good morning. It's good to see you.
Good morning, everybody. I mean, we've got our regulars. We have Miss Cookie. Hi, Miss Cookie. We have Karen Cachero, our big supporter, and we have Lynette, who's going to move to Vegas, and she's going to rock again. She did before she left. She's coming back. And then we have Mark. Now, I'm not familiar with Mark, but hello, Mark. I guess you and Jimmy are friends.
Yep.
Yeah.
We go way back.
Happy to.
Look at Cookie's opening comment. It's not good morning, it's great morning.
Oh
I love
yes,
that.
she
Let's go to the
always
next level.
does.
Great morning, great morning.
Great
Good
morning.
morning, Doc. Great morning.
Great
Yay.
morning. Yes,
Good
I
job.
love that. She's brilliant, and sweet. And then we have Marie Mitchell. She's our agent formula sales person. And Marie is fantastic. And she is so committed to helping everybody. When you get a call from Marie, it's always a personal call and reaching out to you if you need help with agent formula and want to sign up for agent formula. Marie, next, maybe tomorrow you can put your phone number in there and then people could call you. I just don't have
One
time
last
or I
thing,
do it.
I am at Key Realty School this Saturday, so I'm curious, on Saturday, who is your guest for your Saturday broadcast?
I'm going to try to get Steve Wolf, who is the agent broker out of California, to talk about what's going on in his world up in Los Angeles area. We had Bobby Martin yesterday from San Diego area, and they're in two different markets and they have two different personalities. And so that's my, I'm waiting to hear a yes.
Okay, cool.
I didn't realize you were Key.
Yeah, I'm at Key. Yeah, I won't be there Saturday. And Sunday we
Okay.
should be off, right?
Yeah, I do a little. What I thought I'd do on Sundays is just read a poem that I find that's inspiring, and it takes like 5 minutes, so I don't tie up people's day of rest, so to speak.
Good.
And Diane, good to see you. I love everybody that keeps coming back and keeps supporting us. And Cammie, thank you so much. Cammie is our sponsor for our class last week, and she's going to be giving something away. We're going to raffle something off. I think we had a RESPA issue with the money, but we'll figure that out. So anyway, and then we'll have some lunch for people that are actually in the classroom. Don't you have some people that are going to be in the classroom?
I'm recommending that you have enough room in that room for social distancing, and I'm going to recommend that you can do Zoom sometimes, but some assembly is going to be beneficial. And we're going to be over this. We still can do social distancing, but we're going to be over the lockdown. I don't know, maybe another 30 days or less. And yes, I'm going to recommend that people come to your site,
right,
because that classroom is it's a great way to actually network and hold each other accountable. It's one thing to tell somebody on the phone, one thing, but to see them in the room face to face, it's a little harder to say, no, I didn't do it.
Right. We can hold them more accountable. And I think Kane said that room can hold 10 people and be social distance safe.
Good.
Yeah. So,
okay.
And there's Marie. Marie, thank you. So if you want to sign up for Agent Formula, 702-488-0086. And I know she's got a great deal going on for you for the website for 2 months. She's reducing the price and to get everybody started during this time. And we have all videos of how to use it that Kane's put on. So we've just launched a new CMA. We no longer use Cloud CMA. We came up with our own. It has more features. It's more controllable. We can make changes when you all want changes. Somebody said add a feature. We're going to add a feature. So now it's ours. And that's good. And so you get that for free. And then you also, I'm sure she has a special for the social media class. That's the first week of May that we'll be doing via Zoom. So call Marie and, this is the time to do these things, to get started and get into a good routine. So I don't think I have anything else. Let's see. There's Diane saying hi to Bernay. I didn't see her. I missed somebody. Okay. Maybe she made a comment. I didn't see it. Okay, everybody. Well, Jimmy, tomorrow we're going to be all revved up again because you are going to listen to Byron Buffini's podcast and learn about the 5 circles of fit. And you'll be so excited when you come on the show tomorrow. I can't wait.
Okay. Thanks, Ruthie.
Thank you, everybody. We love you.